All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakudash.
Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Gmslv Great Millstone. And the sincere Shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Amen. And as we say, man, it's a beautiful time that we're living in, man. Why is it a beautiful time? Hey, because the words that we've been preaching, the words that we've been believing in, are slowly coming to pass, man. Hey, Apostle Tar coined the year 2020 as the year of prophecy. Hey, and that's exactly what it is, man. Well, we're still only in May, you know? Hey, all this year, what has been happening? We had the breakout of this pandemic, COVID-19.
Versus Soleimani.
General Soleimani was killed by the United States. You had the pandemic of COVID-19, and you had the Lord take Kobe and his daughter. You know, you had murder hornets. You had what else? What's some other stuff that's been happening? Look, the riots after this. Look, you got Funk 12 on the El Cortez gambling. What you call it? Banner or border or whatever. Hey, so this is just going to show you that prophecy is moving, man. But we're still at the beginning, man. Can we grab that Matthew 24, the beginning of sorrows? Hey, because that's exactly where we're still in, man. Hey, the Lord is speaking, man. The Lord is speaking, and you people don't realize that He set His man out on the highways and hedges to proclaim the downfall of this place, man. Before every major kingdom has been destroyed, the Lord has set His prophets out on the gates of that kingdom to prophesy the downfall of it. And knowing through reincarnation that we're the prophets of old coming back, this means that this is going to be the greatest destruction as well as the greatest salvation.
Look at this, Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Yep.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
It says the vision is yet for an appointed time, but it will speak, man. And what is that vision? The vision of plagues, the vision of pestilence, the vision of uproars of people, of turmoil, of chaos, of rape, robbery, and murder, man. Of stealing, killing, and stealing, man. The vision of thermonuclear destruction. Hey, because America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. That's said the Bible, man. So that's going to happen. He says the vision is just for an appointed time. Yet it's not, though it tarry, wait for it, man. Though it tarry, meaning what? Though it's not coming as you planned it, but it's on the Heavenly Father's time, it's going to surely come, man. The words of the Most High are not going to go or return unto Him void, man. Meaning what? It's going to accomplish that which He pleases. Go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1.
Yep.
He answered me then, said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And how do you measure the times? According to the prophecies, man. The prophecies, the closer you are to prophecies, the more when these prophecies start happening, that shows you that the times that you're in are getting more serious and more serious, man. Keep going, bro.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made.
Yeah, meaning He's going to show forth His wrath. The Most High is going to show forth His wrath through His plagues, man. Much like in the time of Egyptian captivity, the Lord put out those 10 plagues, man. You know? Hey, so those plagues, it may not be 10, it may just be more, man. And it's going to be advanced to this society. But it said, read it again, bro. It's like, read it again.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time. Oh, you want me to read the sign?
Keep going.
Okay.
At least he recognized that we are the disciples.
Time when the highest will begin to visit the world which He made.
And that ultimate destruction is going to come, when the thermonuclear missiles are shot off and when Yahweh sends Yahweh Shai back upon the earth with the host of angels to destroy this place, man. That was it, boy? Yes.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
And that's exactly what you're seeing now, man. Over this George Floyd, man. You have in America burning in multiple places, man. Hey, whether it be the buildings or whether it be the minds of the people, man. Hey, you got cities like Cincinnati, Minneapolis, Atlanta, and you even have protests here in Vegas, man. Now they haven't gotten violent here in Vegas, but other parts of the United States of America, they are, man. Hey, you got parts of California and certain buildings in California being set on fire, man. Certain parts of Texas being set on fire, New York. Hey, so the people are mad. And ultimately, and it's really Jake that's mad about it, man, because it keeps happening to y'all. But that's due to the perpetual hatred that Esau has been having towards you tribes, man. And that was always there from the beginning. So the Most High is stirring up the minds of you people, to fight and rebel against not only the government, but each other.
Right. I have a quick oh, you still more.
Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
God, and the scriptures tell you what, better is the end of the thing than the beginning of it. Oh, yeah, I said that right?
Yep.
Time, better is the end of the thing than the beginning of it. Hey, because what? The end of this is going to be ushering in the kingdom of Israel, man. Right. Which is going to be what? Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, and the rest of the elect, man. That's going to be the order within the new kingdom to come. Hey, and 2 Ezra 6 tells you the same thing. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning what? The end of an age, man. Hey, because this age is running off of what? Off of wickedness. It's adverse unto the mission of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. So what? It says the Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The new era, man. The new age, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, I will do all my pleasure.
Yeah, the Most High, meaning what? The Most High is going to do what he wants, and it's already written. As we say, the Most High's word is above his name, man. You know? So what? Everything that the Most High, he put the visions inside the prophets. For example, John the Revelator, man. He's seen the implementation of the mark of the beast, man, which is the RFID chip. So that was ordained from the beginning that he was going to actually receive that vision, man. And what? Hey, what the scripture say? Make it plain right upon tables. You know, and that's exactly what's happening. And we have those accounts of those men with these visions, man. And as you see, the Bible is undefeated. There's no other book in the world that can come close to it, man. That scripture say, none shall want or make. Why? Because it's the only book that's written in past, present, and future tense, man. And if you people don't see that, then hey, you're just blind, man. And then you're gonna eat a missile.
2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1.
And with that too, man, hey, as Apostle Tahar and the rest of the apostles have been saying, man, 2 Ezra 15 and 16 have been jumping off of the pages, man. Jumping right off of the pages.
It's a real life.
Bro, it's right in front of your face. Hey, this is why Jake isn't going to have an excuse in the days to come, man. Because the Most High has the warnings out there.
I just want to say, that's why you understand that you guys trying to debate about the Apocrypha being a valid piece of the Bible. Hey, the prophecy that's written that is plain. But that's also why they took it out. Because when this time will come to pass, Jake will on our Creator. Okay? That's why this is so important, and that's why the book was given back to us in this time, so we can now break down, as the prophets of the Heavenly Father, his agenda and what's going on in current events in the world.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
If I may say so, I just want to say, and the reason this prophecy is so important, if you could read that one more time, full time.
2 Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah, because he wants his prophets, the seals are open. This is the time of the end. He wants us to understand that this is the time of the end. A lot of you people don't realize that this was prophesied thousands of years ago. Okay, the things that are coming to pass today that you see that are so miraculous and out of the ordinary are things that we've been talking about for decades now. From apostles on down, we've been talking about these things for decades now, that this was going to come to pass. So when we're watching this come to pass, as he said, the apostles continue to say how it jumps off the page. That's so true. We're seeing the things that the Heavenly Father wrote down come to pass, and some of you people can't see that this is biblical prophecy and what it's leading to. That's why we're out here, to explain to you why these things must come to pass. Because this is the time that the Heavenly Father is going to judge the whole earth. All right? And this time that you're seeing is going to lead right into that. It's going to lead right into the judgment of the whole earth. You got it now.
Hey, wait till the Most High brings some out of the world type shit, like
Yeah.
Leviathan tearing some cities, man. Like apparitions running the streets, man. You know, total darkness for days, man. You know this uprising of the people. Yeah, it's a plague, but you can't understand the power of the Most High.
Right. There's a larger scope here at work.
He gonna do some shit that's out of this world, man. Something you ain't never seen before.
Right.
And that's what we've been talking about, for starting with the apostles on down for years.
Because y'all don't understand that the Lord is pissed off, man. Hey, the scripture says what? How the smoke, basically your sins have reached unto heaven, man.
Smoking his nose.
Yeah, y'all smoking the nose, going into Isaiah the 65th chapter, man. The Lord is irritated with this place, man. He's fed up. So what is he doing? He's sending down forth his wrath. And right now it's only small increments, man. As we always say, you still got your running water. You can still go to your restaurants. Hey, Jake is still throwing parties.
Hey, they're opening up from the pandemic anyway.
Yeah, God. Hey, but in the midst of all this, you got uproars of the people. Hey, you still got the famine that's about to hit this place. You know, that supply chain is broken from produce or from farm unto table, man. That's broken, bro. It's through. Hey, you still got the locusts and the hornets and the moths.
Yeah.
Hey, that's eating up the produce. Hey, the water is changed. Everything is messed up, man. That's why the scripture speaks up of what it says in Jeremiah the 51st chapter. About we would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed, man. Because this place is through.
It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Hey, Con, because you people don't understand, hey, you believe that you're greater than what you are. But what I mean by that is you believe that the Most High is supposed to come down and speak to you personally, man. No, the Most High don't work like that, man. He's not going to talk to you. But what he is going to do, he's going to send forth his servants out on the highways and hedges, and not only America, but major countries throughout the world, and he's going to warn you of the troubles to come. And that's the Most High speaking, man, through his men. Con.
We have more. Right quick one off right quick.
Good.
Shit it?
No. I got this. This is Hosea. It's Hosea, chapter 12 and 6. It's like verse 10. It says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
Hey, like the scriptures say, man. And I'll make your young men to prophesy, your young women shall dream dreams. You know, basically going into how, hey, it's the spirituality of the situation that we're in is gonna be multiplied, man. Hey, as the wickedness grows, hey, the spirits of the elect men are gonna grow as well, because they're gonna become bolder in the spirit. They're gonna be pushing more lessons. They're gonna be more on fire. Hey, it's because the Most High is a perfect balance. So with the amount of wickedness that He's given unto the people in the 2/3, He's gonna be showing forth miracles unto the elect, man. He's gonna be doing things to elect to strengthen them up, man. You know, but this specifically going into how. Okay,
Yeah, I got a quick.
Go ahead.
So like, Acts 2
Hey, Con.
and 17, and it says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
And why is it so amplified in this time? Due to the fact that this is the last time, man. This is the last time you're gonna see prophets on the highways and hedges, man. This is the last time that we're gonna have this much this is gonna be the last time that we have wickedness in the earth like this, man. You know, hey, because as far as the nation of Israel, it will be perfect, man. Due to the fact that the laws are gonna be written on our inward parts. You're not gonna be able to go off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say wickedness is ruling the earth right now.
Yeah. Hey, why? Because you have a wicked man ruling. Hey, Job 9 and 24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where who is he, man? Hey, since you have Esau running rapid, hey, and doing everything opposing unto the will of Yahweh, this is the result of it, man. The Most High is going to put one final ass whooping upon this place, and the people show you that he's not playing, man. To show you that he's serious about what he wants established within the earth and who he wants to rule within the earth, man.
Verse 18 it says, "And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in the days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy."
Hey, God, man, he according to the dreams and the visions. And it's not only Israelites that's been seeing visions and dreams and stuff, man. It's also heathen nations that see the end, man. They're seeing the nuclear destruction of America. They're seeing back the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. They're seeing it. And what is it doing? It's bugging them out, man, because they don't understand it. Because the word isn't given unto them for them to understand, man. But the Most High is schooling them. You can't tell us that the elites aren't getting these visions and dreams and their downfall and their destruction, man. We know they are, man. Because if we're getting them, they have to be getting them. You know?
Like Nebuchadnezzar,
Time.
he was given a dream that, you know, he saw all these other empires arise after his. He basically, he got taken down. You know?
He never thought he was going to take it.
And he never thought his pride was through the roof, just like Esau. But it took for a man of the Lord, Daniel, to interpret that dream. You know, and he interpreted to him, hey, your kingdom is going to fall, and the Medial Persians is going to come out. And then after that, the Greeks is going to take them down. They're going to, and then you're going to have the fourth beast.
Fucked up part was he had so he ain't like he did. Daniel just coming and just telling some bullshit.
Right.
He had somebody broke it down.
Say,
When the word broke it down, he felt that it was true when Daniel broke it down. And it went down just like that.
That's it, man. That's so you better believe that these devils are having dreams, man. And basically everything that they see, they're going to watch our videos and they seeing that when we're out here speaking is what they been having visions of.
Yeah.
You know? So they know we're the men of the Lord out here, man. All the brothers all around the world, we're playing unto them.
Hey, much like Zion said, much like Moses in Egypt, man.
Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph as well.
He had the dream.
Yeah, the dream, man. Because when you specifically look at Moses, it's exactly what's happening now in a sense, man. Because what he was basically telling you, let my people go. Hey, but in this turn, we know Esau ain't about to. There's nowhere for Jake to go to be at peace.
Yeah, where we gonna go?
Yeah, what? Okay, say Jake want to move because you got a bunch of our people talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that stay. Oh man, we need to get up out of this country and go where?
On who's playing?
Yeah, the earth is still polluted. The water is still messed up.
And wherever we go, Esau rules.
Yeah, the earth is destroyed. Esau is ruling everywhere. Where you gonna go, man? Hey, you're supposed to hide within the arms of the Almighty, man, of Yahweh outside. Because ain't nothing else gonna work, man. Your plans of escaping America are not gonna work. They're gonna fail. You talking about the black dollar? It got white faces on it, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Where y'all with the only heads? Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Only a black person would think like that.
Right.
A black dollar with Esau face on the front. Like they can't visualize themselves ruling the world.
Yeah, kind.
Hey, that's what we read line in the movie Coming to America. He got his own face
Yeah,
on.
got all the face on.
Y'all can't see that. You saw Cleo McDowell bugged out when he said, I say he got his own money. He got his own money. Yeah. Richard is fighting his money. He got his own shit that's valuable. Jake can't see that.
Yeah, Jake is defeated, man.
Black businesses.
Right,
Yeah,
and look at your leaders,
Paying
man.
taxes.
Yeah.
Your leaders are through, man. T.I. Tip. What out here, man?
Like Mike Tyson said, the tipster.
Bro, Killer Mike.
Nigga pull ATL.
Wakanda.
boy.
And was serious. Wakanda.
As gay and homosexual vibrated as that place truly is, as oppressed as that perimeter inside that perimeter truly is,
See how gay and vibranium it is.
bro, it's just fucked up over there, bro. I don't know the good things. I've been to Atlanta. And don't get me wrong, there's good people there. You know, the brothers are there. But as far as the rest of the people destroyed, bro.
Yeah, through, man.
That's
People destroyed.
that's Sodom, Leonard, Gomorrah.
Yeah, Wakusi, bro.
You know? That ain't meant to embrace. That ain't meant. That's not empowerment, man.
Yeah.
Look at the degeneracy that goes on there.
Kind.
You know, that's like a Sin City for Jake.
Kind. You talking about the
Particularly for
For
Jake.
Jake,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
an all Jake Sin City right
Niggas trapping and
now.
shit.
Trapping, drug selling, homosexuality,
The
worst of our people-
adultery. Come on,
The
man.
worst of our people is happening in that city.
Yeah.
From the food to the condition of the people, all the way to the living conditions of the people,
to the pride.
to the pride. And, I'm gonna use that last. To the low economic status, the low education. And I don't just mean getting A's and B's in public school. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about real understanding of what's going on in the earth. And then the pride to not have none of that stuff, or to have all of the bad of that, and to be prideful about it.
Isaiah 30, I'm gonna start at 7.
I'll drop it.
I'm gonna start at 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this, their strength is to sit still. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. This is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say unto the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Hey, Jake don't want to hear how bad things are about to be. They want to hear how wonderful things are, how wonderful it's about to be again. Hey, so okay,
But shit
so,
ain't fucking wonderful.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They won't come out.
Pretty much simple.
Jake, man. Jake don't know nothing better
As
to
simple
do
as
about it.
Issachar.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing better to do. But this is the land that you want to preserve, right? You want to preserve the condition and the minds of people like that. People that get a $10 bill and be like, ooh, I'm about to, it don't got nothing good to happen out of that.
Bro, the people are so, they're through, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all rioting, right? Okay, after the riot, what do y'all want from the riots? Okay, y'all want the 4 police officers to be sentenced, persecuted. After that, what? Then what? What do you want after that? Okay, yeah, we want black-owned business. Okay, after that, then what?
We want them to stop killing us.
You forgot where you at? Hey, this is our land of captivity, man.
Forgot what this been the last 400 plus, 500 years,
You
man.
should change.
Forgot the scripture say this
Just
is
what the plantation looks like is the only thing that's changed. That's
Huh.
it.
Israelites, brother.
this Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, man. Our people, they're in a delusional mindset. That's because they've been enslaved psychologically for hundreds of years, man. They can't break that way of thinking. They're totally defeated, man. You know? Esau did a great job compartmentalizing Jake, putting them in a box, and Jake can't see themselves out of that box.
Right. Jake like the box.
ATL, that's your,
Yeah.
you know, that's your Wakanda. That's the promised land for niggas.
Just quiet.
What about the rest of Georgia?
Read, might want to
All
read
y'all
that.
got is that city?
Read it real quick.
All the niggas all around outside of Georgia, you can't run nowhere else and without getting lynched and shot down by a few white supremacists in pickup trucks.
Gone, bro. Gone.
Come on, man.
Gone.
Seriously. As long as you fight to coexist with this devil, you're gonna always be in this predicament.
Gone. Hey, cause last time we checked, if you watched the movie Black Panther, like you say, Wakanda wasn't in another country. They were their own sovereign place, man. They didn't have an enemy, or they didn't have a land around their land that was ruling them. They were by themselves. Con, they have Esau in that whole Yeah, con.
The moment he showed up
Yeah,
to
the
the
moment
car,
he
that shit
showed
got
up.
fucked up.
Y'all got the CDC in your town, man.
Yeah.
Con.
Why y'all think The Walking Dead started over there, man?
Thank you.
Y'all, come on, man.
Hey, and that's spiritual, bro, because they are that Walking Dead, man. They are them dry bones, man. They are those dry bones.
I gotta read this. This is a quote by George Soros. It was an interview with Germany's BILD. This is of September 2014. He said, I'm going to bring down the United States by funding black hate groups. We'll put them into a mental trap and make them blame white people. The black community is the easiest to manipulate. I'm gonna show y'all that.
And George Soros, he just, what you said, middle management.
Yeah.
You know, he's a low guy, man.
I seen it to the group. I'm seeing it to the group.
He takes orders from the elites.
But that shows you how much they know about you. That shows you how much they know about Jake's, man. They studied your ass, man. You know? They know how, hey, it's easy to perform psyops on Jake. Because they're so easily moved by their emotions, man. Especially at you know, when you have situations like this occurring, you know, Jake get fed up, and then they become emotional. You know?
Like we show some of the
Psalm 64, I'm gonna start at 1. I gotta read all this. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
It's going into Easter, man.
You know, going to the, you know, specifically to this, man. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's the perfect? You know, the Israelites. You know? Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. You know, just like, you know, George Soros is funding the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Yeah, it's a video where it's a pile of bricks that's been set up on each corner and shit in the city. You know, that comes from George Soros, man. You know, the pile of bricks, you know.
Somebody asked me who set those bricks there. It's obvious who set the bricks there. Jake gonna have a big stack of 2 tons worth of bricks standing there, hey, and gonna set it on the corner where a bunch of glass face retail stores are at. Right there. And what do you think they want? They want Jake to go through the window and break those windows and then loot the places. So they'll have the reason publicly to go bring in the heavy shit against Jake.
It's a sign to how when they intend to cause these riots, broken glass, it kind of induces a certain behavior of people to continue to riot and loot and do what they're doing. All they gotta do is just see broken glass,
it's called broken glass
graffiti, and they just like, oh, it's fair game, you know.
Yeah, it's like it sparks that carnality within Jake.
Y'all remember? I know I was watching the Jerry Springer show before, right? Y'all remember on Jerry Springer where the 2 people are arguing, and then they're going, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 they hear the bell and they start fighting. They don't even know why.
This shit is enchantment.
I've even watched the show, but they're about to talk it out and be all right with it. Well, you said this, and then, well, I didn't know that. And they're about to ding, ding, and oh shit, so one person just throws the punch. And now fight starts. It's the same shit with the broken glass. The broken glass is exactly what you said. But when you see something broken, like, fuck, it's broken. I might as well go in and get shit.
The same thing with music.
Yep.
A certain type of music come on and put you in a certain mode.
Guess what kind of music that is, Jake? The fucking music you listen to.
Fucking T.I. This nigga trying to be PC and, you know, trying to act like he, you know, all of a sudden he's this moral character. But this nigga, his whole career, he been talking that shit that put you niggas in prison, man. Like, that keep you niggas at war with each other in the hood, man. Now this nigga's your spokesperson. You know? Now he's the
smartest man.
He's the captain of Wakanda in Georgia. That nigga's a clown, man. And you niggas ought to be ashamed to even want to listen to these niggas, man. You know? Hey, like you just read in Isaiah 30, man. They want to hear smooth shit, man. They don't want to hear the real protesters. And we're the real protesters out here, man.
Hey, if I could add to that, we have an end. We have demands
And we got a solution.
and a solution. The problem is, you guys don't understand, can't fathom what we're really asking for, and whom, more importantly, whom we're asking it from. We're asking it from the Heavenly Father, man. We're not asking it from the government or the elites or the white man or whoever, the police. That's not what we're asking for. We're asking from Him that can make shit happen. The one that made all of this happen to thus far. Yes or no?
Verse 5. They encourage themselves in evil matter, they commune of laying snares privately.
God, that's the trap for Jake, man. Just that, man. Esau stirs up, hey, like we seen. You had that cop, man, dressed in the all black with the umbrella, starting a riot, man. Trying to have everybody bust the windows and burn down their AutoZone, man. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, as the scriptures speak of in 2 Corinthians, man.
By the way, that AutoZone did get burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Did burn down to the ground.
Yeah, several buildings got burned down.
And I believe Esau started
Esau-
majority of them fires.
Yeah.
Esau is the one that started.
Esau burned the building on Melrose, but it was, it was a vacant building. It's like, because they try to act like it was a building that was like it was a business, and it says a big ass for lease sign on the top. It's like it was vacant.
They knew what building to burn.
Yeah.
They came out to burn up their own housing projects. They're not about to burn low-income housing when they stay there, man. Jake ain't that stupid. They
They
dumb.
just trying to get some free shit.
Yeah, good.
That's all they want to do.
They just want some Gucci belts. And,
Jake is an opportunity. Let's not act like that is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, but what are they burning? What do they gain from burning down shit?
Right.
That's Esau doing that, man.
Right.
You know?
And they're so smart, burning down the police stations.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the level of fires that they starting, an average person ain't starting them kind of fires.
Not like that.
Right.
You compare them big buildings on fire to what they did in '93 in Waco. That's some government shit, man. That was some government equipment used to start those fires, man. Jake didn't light no fucking match. Like what's his name on Do the Right Thing? The slow guy at the end. He was just up in there. And they was like, no. He just lit that shit. No, man. They ain't doing that to them buildings, man. That's a straight up government. It's all orchestrated.
Hey, that ain't Molotov cocktail. Hey, because if knowing like fires and things like that, and how much fires actually need to burn a building, hey, and then materials, because every material don't burn at the same temperature, man.
Jake ain't going to no protest with no Molotov cocktails, man.
Metal is not just burning with a Molotov cocktail.
You need a serious accelerant
Exactly.
for that.
Exactly.
And Jake ain't got access to that.
At all. At all. Jake, most thing they carrying is a bottle of liquor with him. And that ain't about to set that whole building on fire.
And Jake ain't gonna do this though.
Bro, Jake could drink that shit. Just threw out the whole protest.
Verse 5, Psalm 64.
If I could, I'm gonna cut you off. I just want to tie it into what we're talking about. The scripture the brother's reading is showing you that this is all part of the elite's agenda to destroy Jake. Pure point blank. To push
Why? Because Jake wants something to hold on to, man. So Esau knows that, so what is he gonna do? He's gonna throw that illusion of, oh yeah, y'all want peace, y'all want freedom, fight for it. But at the same time, he's causing a problem, man. Order our KO, man.
He just fanning the flames of the situation.
Exactly. And Jake is like, oh yeah, we winning. The more we do this, hey, y'all falling right into his plan. He wants y'all to revolt.
Hey, they treated this situation just like Trump treated COVID.
Yeah.
You're gonna let shit boil over before you finally start to act on it.
Yeah, come on.
No, they let this thing get out of hand purposely,
Come on.
and now they fan in their hand all these different protests that's been starting all over the country. They've been sending out these sleeper cell agent provocateurs. They've been activating them all throughout the country. And that's wherever you see them at, that's where the fires is started at. That's where these governmental buildings is being broken into.
The same place.
Right, exactly. So Esau, he's throwing everything that he got, he's throwing it out there right now. because this is how desperately he wants his new world order.
You know, like when in like cartoons, they'll have like a carrot on the like a head of the horse.
Yeah.
Hey, when Esau's holding that carrot in front of y'all faces, man. He's holding that carrot in front of y'all faces, and y'all really think he gonna let y'all eat it, man? He's edging you on so that you can fall right into his plans, man. Cause what comes after this? Martial law. Hey, because you cities already have curfew. Hey, whose curfew is at 5 p.m.? It's somewhere in the middle of the country.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's is at 5 p.m. Minneapolis is it starts at 8 p.m.
LA's is at 8.
Yeah, LA's is at 8.
Most places at 8.
ATL is like 9.
Yeah, ATO is 9. I think 9 to 6:30 or 9 to 5:30. You know, so what? So now all these troops are being brought into your neighborhoods for what? Oh, and all you people that's breaking curfew, you're going to get tested for COVID.
Oh yeah, they putting that back in the media now.
Yeah.
There's fears that these protests is going to relaunch the spread of COVID. So they're gonna definitely use this. All right, y'all basically fell into the trap. So now they finna push the narrative that hey, everybody that was out there rioting, you might possibly have COVID. So everybody needs to get tested and vaccinated.
And don't try to run because we're contact tracing.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
And this is gonna be the new norm for you people, man. All right, hey, we're now in the new world order.
Yeah. We're at the
Like,
footsteps.
this is the full takeover right now. You people just don't realize it yet, but you get ready to.
Hey, because the American people don't realize it until Esau says it publicly.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you know, until you say, oh, like now this is shutting down. That's when people are like, oh snap, like, but we're already in the beginning stages of it, man. It's only going downhill from here, man. It's only going down here. Hey, when you seen the video of the actual women that were recording in front of their home with the martial law troops going down the street, hey, they got shot at. They got shot at and was told to go back in their house.
Look like bean bags.
Yeah, or
rubber bullets.
paintballs or something like that, because they had like green smoke on them or whatever, and green paint. But hey, Esau's taking it to the extreme measures. Hey, because he knows that he had but a short time, man.
Yeah,
he knows his system is over, man. This is it. This is it. After this is the kingdom, man. Yeah, we have a lot of tribulation to go through. Hey, but the Most High, he's going to be protecting his men. But as far as you people that's out there, the same niggas that's out there protesting, y'all gonna get killed, man. A way of death is marked already for you, man. Go ahead,
Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah.
They search out
and he was tacky, man. He does his stuff and expect nobody to call him out on this shit. You can see it's you, Esau, that's doing this shit, man. Jake out there is starting to see, but they don't see the big picture. We're the ones trying to put the big picture to your face. I'll tell you why.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Like, they search out, James' psychological behavior.
They know what Jake like, man, what things they get into, so what do? They put their poison on it, man, and Jake eats it up.
And they know how to provoke Jake. They know how to provoke.
Hey, and for you, man.
Hey, so like, if I might say, the more they keep putting more racially motivated incidents out there and making it go viral, the more they're gonna agitate and increase the anger in our people.
Yeah.
And you think this shit? They're doing this purposely, man, because they know this shit is not gonna stop.
They playing on Jake's emotions.
They're playing on your emotions, man. You give in every time. This is exactly how the devil plays, man.
Fall for the okie doke every
This is
time.
how the devil plays, man.
In order to play on them emotions, what did Esau have to do? He had to take a father figure out of the house. So that what? So now kids ain't thinking what they're not thinking rationally, but now they got the same attributes or characteristics as their mama, and they just act on impulse, man. Esau, he's an extremely calculated devil, man.
And all the other, not just the elites, but they like in Psalm 83, they commune that they all consist of the other nations to keep you people down. You gotta know, bro.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. They shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All they that shall flee, all that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of Yahweh.
God, the scripture said they make their own tongues fall upon themselves. Yeah, that's what's God, and that's showing where it says, how are the hidden things that Esau sought out? How is his hidden things searched up? You know, because the Most High is revealing this devil, man. Hey, you got Egyptian telling on Egyptian. You know, Esau's what do you call it? Whistleblowing on his own projects, man. Hey, that's all through the spirit, man. That's all through the spirit that he's being revealed by this. Because what? After it's being revealed, and we get the understanding on it, and we put our lessons on it, man. You know? Put our lessons on it. Was it more on that, bro?
This is Nahum, chapter 3, and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of wheels, and of the prancing of horses, and of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses.
Yeah, that goes into the nuclear destruction. That glittering spear under missiles. You know, it's going to leave no more corpses. You know?
And there is none, and of their corpses, they stumble upon their corpses, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts.
And a lot of that witchcraft is done upon our people. Okay, all to destroy your so-called Negro Latino and Native American. And yes, you are regular, everyday working class people also. You know, that's exactly what happens. You know?
Yeah, demon. Yeah.
Behold, I am against thee,
Read that last verse.
because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts.
Through her witchcrafts. You know, and that's the sorcery that Esau, you know, performs, that get a lot of these people deceived, and it's global deception. Like even these other nations are starting to follow suit and be carried away with that Black Lives. Everybody chanting Black Lives Matter all over the world. Now realizing that this whole organization is a George Soros operation. That's high level witchcraft, man. And then so much information is coming out about this George Floyd cat and how things just don't add up. How his death even occurred. And if you tell the person like, hey, don't you see some inconsistencies with this? The average person is gonna think you're crazy and damn near want to put a hand to it. That's because they're highly emotional over the situation. That lets you know we're dealing with a straight satanic vibration on the planet right now, man. You know, these nations are being sold through Babylon's witchcraft, man. It's channeling other uprisings and riots in other countries. You know, so that lets you know right there the level of influence that this place actually has. That even these other nations are deceived of what goes on over here, man.
Because if we live here and we're deceived, how much more them that only get the news feed? You know, that aren't over here to see exactly
they do all that mind programming through mainstream media, man. You know? So that's what that's going into. And it ain't just, you know, what's going on now. Hollywood, just the image that America portrays. The nations that are over here, they see America is not what is perpetuated to the other countries, man. This is a straight up hellhole, and that's why the Lord also prophesied, and it'd be better if y'all flee and go to your own nation, your own country, but this place is not going to be healed, man. You know?
Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yeah, God, she's been uncovered, man. She's been found out. And they see that the nation that was once, what they call them, they used to call America the nation flowing with milk and honey. I believe so. Cons, they see that
She's greener on the other side.
Con, they see that this woman is nasty, man. She's filthy. She's perpetuating wickedness across the world, and the other nations are drinking it, man. They're drinking it up, and that's why the scriptures say that Esau going to have to drink the dregs of this destruction.
Well, the nations are seeing the shame of this place through Trump himself. It's like, why do we even take this guy serious? This guy, first of all, this guy was on the Apprentice show, right? This guy, every move that he makes, he goes to social media first.
Yeah.
That's not what a leader do. You know, they saw how he handled this whole COVID situation, and now they're seeing how this proud devil, how he's handling this situation. This guy he really don't have it under control over there.
Yeah, no time.
But he want to act like, you know, we're, you know, he's more stout than he want to act all stout against us. But look at all the shit. He look like he can't handle everything that's on his plate right now.
There's a lot.
And there's a lot on this devil's plate. He always get forgetful. He said certain shit weeks and months ago. He says the complete opposite, you know, weeks and months down the line.
Has he made a statement since this happened?
Well, what people are putting out there, when you had the Michigan anti-lockdown protests in Michigan, them Edomites, they came there lock, stock, and barrel, just ready to turn shit up, man, with all those assault rifles and weapons
In the building.
into the governmental building. And the police response was totally different. But now this situation happens, and Jake is fed up. He can't go out there and protest without being called a thug. So they're seeing this devil's hypocrisy, man.
That's right.
He tried to act like he's for the people, ain't blacks for Trump. This guy, he's clearly a white supremacist. Come on, man. Come on.
Verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her?
And Nineveh is also code name, prophetic code name of America also. Because all of the traits of Nineveh also fit America. It spread the military too thin.
Talking about Rome.
I mean, Rome. Nineveh was what was going on in Nineveh?
Wickedness.
That was the Assyrian captivity.
Right.
You know, you had different Assyrian kings that ruled at that time, and it was wickedness going on then. You know, one of the last rulers over Nineveh, this motherfucker was a cross-dresser, man. You know, it was into the androgyny spirit. It was all kind of wickedness going on.
Hey, Trump did that with Giuliani.
Yeah. You know, and the Lord rose up Jonah, and Jonah prophesied against it. He said in 40 days, you know, this place is gonna get thrown down, but the Lord spared them because there was some Israelites there that repented. But the Lord eventually he brought down Nineveh. All right, so hey, America right now, the skirt is being lifted on Babylon, and all the shame is being seen, and this all has to happen before the Lord make this place waste. All right, that's talking about when America gets destroyed, man. And that was it on that, right?
Isaiah chapter 13, and I'm gonna start up at I'll start at verse 6. It says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand; it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. face of the earth. Okay, this is gonna change the way the earth is ran. Everything. This is the day that everybody. This is the apocalypse for you. That's the buzzword for you. This is the day of the Lord. It's coming. This is all leading up to that great terrible day. And this isn't even the day itself yet. It's just leading to the day. All right. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travail. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Where were you reading at?
Isaiah 13.
Yeah, that's basically when the nuclear destruction happens. You know, it's gonna be pretty excruciating, man. Did it say something about whirlwinds up above? Oh, I thought that's what you read.
Yeah.
Salakia. I thought that's what you read.
Yeah, it's not right there. Yeah, I'm at hands shall probably say what again.
Yeah.
Therefore, 6 again. How ye? I was trying not to make the listen part, but you know, it says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. But the missile's been the ultimate cherry on top of all of this, but leading to it is also part of that destruction coming with it. Okay, but it's all going to be the mess will be cleaned up that it has grown into of the day of the Lord with the missiles. Okay,
Yeah, we can't forget the chariots.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
When the angels come back, man, that's gonna be they're gonna enforce the fury of the Heavenly Father upon the world. You know, the Middle East and over here in America as well.
They shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travail. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. But behold, the day of the Lord wrath and fierce anger to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the cities thereof out of it.
Precept to that scripture where it says his sword shall be bathed in heaven, man. Going into the missiles, man. The missiles being going into the what do you call it? What's that? Sphere? Yeah, the firmament, and being dumped right down back onto the planet, man.
That's what y'all raise your voices.
You said faces flames.
Yep.
I got a precept for that. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You know, that's the effect of nuclear missile wind. You know, the high temperature of those nuclear missiles is gonna basically just take away their whole fucking body, man, layer by layer. It's that hot flame.
There's verse 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And the Lord is doing that by that heat, man. Hey, can we grab Psalm 21 and 8?
Psalms chapter 21, verse 8. Thine hand shall find out all thine enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger.
Going into that heat, man. That fire that the Most High is bringing towards the earth, man. And then you got the book of Isaiah, the 54th chapter, where it goes into, behold, I've created the smith that blows the coals. And we know that the smith is what, man? Modern day scientists. And it's not by coincidence that that the man's name was what was something Esau. That helped create it, right?
Abraham
Esau, man. You know. So the Lord has created the smith, which is the scientist.
Also the Oppenheimers.
God, the Oppenheimers. You know that blow up the
Coals.
yeah, blow up the coals, man.
The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of man.
Hey, and that's done with the waster, man. The scriptures say the waster to destroy, man. That's exactly what's happening. Or that's exactly what's going to happen. The end game of America, man. The scriptures speak of the second Esdras, how they're going to be shot off, and they're not going to break their rank. You know, it's not going to be no, what do you call it, missile defense system that can stop it. It's not going to be no deactivation button, but they're going to hit their
targets.
Their points, man. Their design targets. Their longitude and latitude points, man.
Meaning their missile defense systems won't be successful.
God, bro.
The Lord's going to control that, just like how the Lord can control what can go into outer space and what can't. You know, like just recently that shuttle wasn't allowed to go into the heavens. The moment they tried to launch it, that shit blew up, man. And this just happened. So the Lord's gonna, So the Lord's gonna control the missiles. He's gonna make sure those get launched off, man. Every last one of them.
Revelation 9 and 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men, which is Esau, man, the sons of the wicked. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in division, which pertains to the thermonuclear missiles. All right, and 200,000, that's 200 million. And thus I saw the horses in division, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and of brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
When it says their heads were as the horses of lions, man, it's just going into the power. Hey, because when you look at the head and the bite force of that lion, man, it's just one of the most strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom, man. Right. And the jacinth represents that red, that flame, man, and the orange too.
The roar.
Yeah, kind.
That it produces current. It's launched.
That blast, man.
It's called in the scriptures that noise of pestilence.
Exactly.
And let off that loud blast, it pushes forth.
Because much like the missiles, man, and you can equate it almost to a volcano as well. Because when volcanoes go off, people that are in a certain range of that volcano is going to bust your eardrums, man.
Yep.
It's much like with the missiles. So people down in other countries, they could have their hearing destroyed due to the sheer sound of those missiles, man. Just being let off.
Break the sound barrier.
God.
Yeah, no.
This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
God, it's going into the missiles. Hey, because horses represent power, and that's exactly what these missiles have within them, man. That's that power.
And as horsemen, so shall they run, like the noise of chariots.
And when you go and you look into war and things like that of the ancient, hey, when those horses were together in that army and there was a troop of them, hey, the ground would actually shake, man. The ground would shake due to the sheer power of those horses, hey, moving, man. And that's what's gonna be happening this day too, man. That you gonna feel, the Most High is gonna make sure you feel every piece of the power of these weapons that He's created for this destruction. You know, bro?
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame, fire that devoureth the stump, as a strong people set in battle array.
Yeah, talking about that formation, man. Oh, was that yeah, you go back up.
And once again, like the scriptures say, when he speak by the prophets, he would use visions and similitudes.
Yep.
You know, the average person that think this is talking about the Lord is gathering a literal army of men on the earth. You know, standing with camouflage suits and ground boots and a rifle in their hand. That's not what that's talking about. That's talking about the Lord's going to align to have all those missiles in a formation from their designated places over to the designated target. Okay, and you have a saying in the military, you have a different caliber of shooters in the military. You have sharpshooters, you have marksmen, snipers, and I believe, depending on your accuracy levels, you fit a certain criteria of what to be called. Whether you call it a sharpshooter or a marksman or whatever. Well, the missiles are going to have so much accuracy that they're being compared to those elite shooters. Somebody that have expert
marksmanship.
Expert marksmanship. So the Lord is going to actually show His marksmanship with those missiles. And the Lord made sure He put it in the hands of the Russians and these other nations,
Iran,
to have those type of sophisticated missiles.
I got to appreciate what you just said, expert. Jeremiah 50:9, for lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken, she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man.
Hey, as a mighty expert man. Like a marksman.
Yeah.
So the accuracy is going to be on point, man. And it's an act of the Most High, because he's going to cause all these, just one nuclear warhead alone causes devastating damage.
It can take out one whole
It can take out one whole state. So for the Lord to send 200 million of them on one particular place, the Lord's going to have to miraculously do something to cause the destruction to only be centered
to this one place.
To this one place. Because if he didn't step in to control that, man, it would probably cause the whole entire earth to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Think about that. The whole entire planet would probably get destroyed.
Bro,
If missiles out, it could wipe off the whole.
it's only 50. It's only 50 states.
So for him to concentrate it to one area, the Most High is gonna perform His work in that day, man. And we're gonna be up above in those ships, seeing it, man. Because it wouldn't make sense for all those missiles they hit, and then the whole entire earth gets destroyed, and now there's no slaves.
There's to be dead.
Right. There's no people on the earth weeping and wailing because of the
destruction of Babylon.
Yeah, Revelation 18 to be changed. The nations are far off.
So ultimately, all those missiles are gonna it's gonna hit this place, and it's gonna shake the earth. But everybody around the earth, they're not gonna be destroyed by it. It's gonna cause damage in those other places, but not everybody's gonna lose their life in that thing. People gonna be preserved, to whether it be for a slavery, or whether the tribe that are in these other places, they're gonna the ones that's meant to make it, they're gonna be preserved for that, man.
Yeah, that's why you got two big oceans, the Atlantic, Pacific Ocean, to separate, isolate America.
Because the scriptures tell you that the earth divided forever.
And it also supports how the smoke is going to go up for so long.
Hey, just imagine the flood, the world, the whole big landmass, and the Most High separated, the landmass just for this world right here, to destroy America. So it won't destroy everybody else.
Yeah, because this place got to be a everlasting monument, just like hundreds of, we in the kingdom, let's say we 50 years into the kingdom, and people gonna be trying to wonder, what happened to this place? Why is smoke Why is there smoke? Why is it so, black?
Yeah.
Hey, that was the Lord that did. That was the day of the Lord.
God.
That was a simple kingdom, man. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah, man. This is that modern monument right here.
I got that precept. Jude, verse 7, it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Exactly, and a war didn't break out that caused the fires in Sodom and Gomorrah that led to it being uninhabitable.
Right.
Okay? No, the Lord literally rained fire from heaven and devoured that place, man. He made sure nothing would be able to inhabit that area. To this very day, can't nobody live there.
What was the other? Pompeii?
Yeah, Pompeii.
Yeah.
That's volcano.
What's Pompeii?
Yeah.
Yeah, fire comes down.
That was when that,
Super volcano.
Yeah, Mount Vesuvius. Yeah. Yeah, man.
they can't, because they were doing Ludex over there too.
So that's how you know that this destruction is not going to be caused by men on the ground, having an ordinary battle, man. Getting into a shootout and they throwing grenades and bombs at each other and shit. That's not what's going to cause America to be a desolate wilderness, man, and uninhabitable forever and ever. The Lord created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire, man. That's what's going to be used to take this place out. Yep.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Because back in the ancient days, man, you got what? Men that have their shields. Hey, watch you see it in the shows. You watch it in your Game of Thrones, your Last Kingdom. What they have their shields, they have their axes, or they have their swords.
300.
The most technical or so-called advanced weapon back then was either your bow and arrow or your catapult. The majority of the war was fought from men troops on the ground, man, with the clinking of armor and grunts and things like that, because it was a face-to-face confrontation fight that you had to do. So that's where the confused noise is coming from.
It said, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments covered in blood.
Yep, kind. Talking about the attire that they had on, the chain mail, the helmets.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Kind. The Most High that made it advanced to where it's no longer men on the
front line
battlefield fighting one another, man.
Yeah,
They
hand
shooting.
in hand.
They're
Everybody
shooting
got missiles now.
Exactly.
Even the smaller nations.
Yep,
Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak now say that I'm strong. They all got nuclear capabilities now. So what you think they're gonna do? And they sick and tired of America bullying everybody just because they have that military might. So what are they all gonna agree to? Hey, we gotta use our guns before this bitch gets her gun.
Yeah. Isn't that the modern way that they fight on the streets, though? Nobody go on fisticuffs no more. Everybody super cool, quick on the draw.
Like Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West, quick on the draw. This is the western side of the world. You have mentality.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Now look up this word arrow in the Webster's dictionary. All right. Capable of being thrown. Well, actually, I looked up this one. Yeah, I looked up arrow. I looked up arrow and it said a missile shot from a bow, or usually having a slender shaft, a pointed head, and feathers in a butt. said missile. So that's what the updated arrow is. It's a missile.
The idea of what the arrow is, the arrow is learn the power of an arrow, and the arrowhead is learn the power of a missile, and the warhead.
And it's built the same as the arrow has the tail from the feather on it. But what his projection, hey, the missile has what? It has the burning fuel of fire that comes out of it for its projection.
The prophets use similitude, man. They can only compare what they were seeing was far into the future. They didn't have the technology thousands of years ago, so they had to compare it with what they understood. You know, it was a fiery arrow that I saw flying to a whole nother continent.
And there was no new thing under the sun. So it is the same idea. Come back and
yeah, because back in those days, they would tip of the arrows, they would light them up with fire. And you know, so it would hit.
They showed you that in 300.
Yeah, that was dangerous when they had them.
They show that in Gladiator too, I believe. Yeah.
And you even have U.S.
Braveheart, maybe.
You even have U.S. Military terminology for missiles that are misfired or stolen. In their silos, if the missile either misfires or somebody steals the missile, they give it a code name. They either call it broken arrow or they call it empty quiver. And what is a quiver? It's what holds arrows, man. That's the silo.
2 Ezra 16:13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right. Showing you that it's not no neighbor next to your house, but it's saying it's literally meaning continent.
It ain't the guy in the thing who out getting beat up by the protesters. It ain't that.
That white supremacist over there got on that truck. The motherfucker, motherfucker, you gonna miss. If you miss this, you know how many other people that's gonna. They didn't even get a chance to even pull that motherfucker, man. You know? But yeah, obviously they're talking about a arrow, man. A bow and arrow. A person can stop a person shooting a bow and arrow. Right.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about the bow and arrow.
But a person can't stop a missile.
Right.
You know? And who may draw who may draw it back?
And shall not. Sorry. I'll read that again. 2 Ezra 16:13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till they consume the foundations of the earth.
Man, and that's why Yahushua said he come to send a fire on the earth. You know, where will if it already be kindled?
Yeah.
You know.
Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot from a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Yep.
Read verse 3 right quick.
Verse 3. 16:3. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back?
Because you can't turn a missile back once it takes off. You can't turn the arrow back once it's taken. You can't be like, nah, let me pull the string. No, it's too late.
Hey,
This is set forth to happen once it's released.
It's
You
out.
gotta, the effect of what happens after that is what's coming.
hey, who may turn back the appeasement of the Most High? If you think about it, the Lord got His spirits of vengeance out there just carrying out judgment. Those missiles are gonna be the ultimate spirit of vengeance.
Right. That's where his fiery
Punishing the
indignation.
wicked.
That's where his fiery indignation is at.
Who may turn that back, man? That's going to appease the Most High. Because hey, when you think about it, when those missiles destroy this place is going to become one big altar of sacrifice. It's going to be one big oblation to the Most High. The Most High is going to be very satisfied with the aroma of these, you know, the fats of the heathen. Joel was at the 3rd chapter. You know, the fats overflow. You know, the harvest is ripe. The wickedness is great. When you're in the sickle, so the Lord, He's about ready to turn that fire on, man.
Sounds like hate to me. And when it talks about it, Isaiah 62 about the wine press, you gotta lead up to that. You don't just grab the vines of the grapes and do them. They have to be right. They have to be ready. And it has to be picked and then put into the wine press before you press it.
They have to be in season, man.
Exactly.
This is the season of the Lord's vengeance, man.
What season are we in? Every year is season, right? The time I hate, the time of war. I got a quick, real quick. Ecclesiasticus 12:6. For the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth themselves them against the mighty day of their punishment.
That's why all these spirits are back to them. They're all being preserved for that moment. All right, was that 2nd Ezra? Was it 9? You know, led the multitude that was born in vain, let them perish. And you were born to be sacrificed, man.
You were born to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
That was your purpose. Hey, Romans 9 kind of linked into that too. The vessels fitted for destruction, wrath,
All you jakes out here that's turning up and you're getting killed by these guards. Hey, such as are for the sword unto the sword. Those of you that's going to get thrown in these concentration camps, such as for the captivity to the captivity.
Famine to the famine. Some of y'all that died. It was one of the worst painful ways to die.
Hey, these are the days of the Lord's vengeance, man. All right, all the sinners of His people. Hey, this is the day that's in His heart, and ultimately, when He comes back, that's the main day of His vengeance, man. That's when He's gonna really, press down on that wine press.
Squeeze every drop out of it. You done, right?
So Jeremiah 50 and verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation?
Just to be clear about it, who's that hammer? It's Esau, in America particularly. Okay? This man has come to be a sword and a hammer to cause destruction in the earth. They're using his hammer skills to fix the earth. They're using his hammer skills to break windows and fuck up America, and fuck the people up. So to push his new world order.
And when you look up that word hammer in the Hebrew, it means devastator.
Devastating.
How many countries in the Middle East, overseas, that America has caused to become desolate? How many of those countries that America has fought been devastated, basically fighting a war with the United States? We could talk about Libya. We could talk about Yugoslavia in 1999 when NATO carried out that attack. We could talk about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, we could talk about all these. We could talk about Iraq. All these different places, man. That's why this place is known as the Hammer of the Earth. Yeah.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
And now they want to try to put the hammer down on Iran, which is why they're going to end up in that war of Armageddon, because it's going to draw out all these other nations due to Israel baiting them into this war with Iran. And the Most High is setting everything up for it. Esau wants that. He wants a certain posture over there in the Middle East, and those Persians are standing in the way. Plus, their allies is what's upholding them.
Yeah, they want them resources.
China and Russia. You know? So they're gonna have to gang up on the hammer of the earth. So hey, Esau America got a battle on his hands from all fronts. You got these other nations who the Lord's gonna send against you, and then you also got Yahweh and angels you have to look forward to.
And all those nations that America is at odds with, they have a natural resource that America wants to covet. Venezuela with the oil, Iran with the oil, North Korea with they got poppy fields up there.
Yeah, I was going to say poppy fields.
Afghanistan.
Yeah. Yeah. But North Korea has something like some kind of
commodity.
Yeah,
Even in Africa, they got the cobalt.
Yeah, cobalt. Yep. And them gooks is over there getting that.
And that's why these nations are gonna pile up on his ass, man. And woe unto you that increaseth that which is not his. You know? Even your own allies, man. Europe, they distancing themselves from Babylon because of Trump.
Yep.
Just imagine how much more they're gonna distance themselves and grow to hate this bitch when Trump gets that second term.
Yeah.
He's the reason why the alliance is already it's been damaged.
Crazy ass Ryan.
Come November.
It don't make no sense for. Why would he even allow the election to go through? Why would anybody else want to be president after this guy? All the shit that they have to prepare before they can actually fix some shit. Why even let this dude finish whatever the fuck he about to do?
You know, nobody take Joe Biden serious,
Right.
so you know he ain't getting in there.
He can't even get the Jew to vote.
Yeah, he's done. Man. Go ahead.
How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Yeah, Babylon has striven against the Lord. The pride of this place. Woe to you that strive against this maker, man. You know, this is that sinful kingdom that ought to be destroyed off the face of the earth. Because everything this society is all about is about sinning against the Most High. It's all about rebellion here, man. You know, and this is kind of like America works as the enforcer of the New World Order.
Yeah.
Everybody come together as one, and everybody up under the ruler of this New World Order. You gotta do what the hierarchy says. You know, and who is the hierarchy? These Edomites that tell you, hey, you can be whatever gender you want to be. You know, you're not supposed to hate. You're not supposed to judge. You know,
Worship any God you want.
worship any God you want. Freedom of a religion.
But the real. You got the real.
God, no. You can't have any sense of morality without being called an extremist or a terrorist. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 26. Oh, Salaki. How about verse 25? The Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Hey, showing you that these missiles are really the Most High's weapons. He called it his armory. What's an armory?
They got nukes that they go off in the atmosphere.
Bunker busters.
All this is going to be shut off.
opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
The indignation means righteous anger, man. And that's what the Most High has. He has a anger for this place, deep hatred for America, man, and the inhabitants of this land.
Yeah, this is a boss room. This is, this place is ruled by a people who the Lord said He hates, and who He would have indignation forever. So of course, he can't wait to wipe this place out, man. You just look at the condition of the planet because of the existence of this people. Everything is fucked up, man. That's why we need a new heaven and a new earth. The earth is in mourning. You see the people protesting all over the world. People are angry, the animals are angry. And the earth is basically reacting to this devil. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Is that not what you see worldwide? So if the devil ain't in, if Esau is not the devil, then where is it?
For the weapons, God, and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against it from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
It should be no stone left turned, man. This place is gonna get totally wiped out. It's gonna look like an ashtray that had been stored in the house of a tobacco smoking nigga. A nigga that gotta have a cigarette like every 10 minutes. You got a cigarette, you got a lighter.
Roaches all in it and shit.
Yeah. You didn't have that ashtray for years. That's how America's gonna look after his destruction, man. Yep.
Verse 27, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon.
Yep.
All ye that bend the bow, kept against it round about. Let none therefore escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done. Do unto her.
Yep. All these bombs she done dropped on other countries.
Yep.
She done caused war and turned many cities into dystopias, man. Cleared the population out so they can claim stake to it. Yeah, man. It resulted in millions of casualties.
Blow up their countries and then offer to rebuild it give them contracts and and be the first ones there to say, oh, help us, we'll help you rebuild, but it's gonna cost you this much money.
Yeah, so these nations at this point, they like, nah, man, we finna end your shit, man. And the Lord's gonna put that spirit in the leaders to make that decision. They're not gonna do that on their own. Who don't want to destroy America? But guess what? The Lord's gonna put it in them to destroy America.
They all eat off of this place. Yeah. Everybody eats off of America. Because they're all exported into America.
Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend above, camp against it round about. Let none therefore escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel.
Been proud, man. You know, been proud against the Most High. You know, example. Fuck food being grown in the earth naturally. We're gonna recreate food.
But the nutrients we want to eat.
Right.
Or don't eat.
Yeah. You know, the hell with holistic medicine, the herb from the earth. No, we gonna give you drugs. We got sorcery we want to heal you with. That's the example of being pride against the Most High, man. Proud against the Most High. No, you could be what you want to be. You don't want to be a male, you want to be a female? Well, hey, we're going to call you a female from now on. The hell with what God said in the Bible about there being only male and female.
If you don't like it, you can change back.
Niggas have the nerve to get upset with, who was it that said something about Dwayne's son? I think it was Hill Harper. Hill Harper, he called him a young man, and people actually caught a fit.
About Dwayne Wade's son?
Dwayne Wade's son. He called him a young man, and which he is a fucking man. But because you know they put that poison in him and turned them out, now you gotta be politically correct. Now the people are offended because he didn't call them what he want to be called.
Proper pronoun.
Might as well not teach biology, though.
Exactly, you can't. You gotta do away with that in all curriculum.
Yeah, they all outraged and shit about that. Out of all shit going on in the world, this is what you outraged about on Twitter. This is why this place gotta go down, man.
It's whole damn family, man.
Hell yeah, man.
See that nigga painted his hair
pink?
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
And Kobe Bryant went out. Shit, he went out terrible because he had Kobe Bryant had beef between him and his parents for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, what's the commandment? Man? Honor thy father and thy mother, man. Your days be long upon the earth. Man.
Come
You know?
And that's if that nigga died, though.
Right. You gotta start
Showing you that this place is so demonic, man.
How can we know when everything is doubting? There's nothing sure.
You gotta question everything.
Question everything.
Because witchcraft is that's all Esau uses on the earth is his witchcraft.
Can't rest in peace, man. Hey, people still believe Tupac may be alive. Like, God damn.
Sure.
In this place, there's no anything that's sure. There's no sure truth.
Let you see the nigga get shot in the head right in front of you.
The word is it. That's it. That's it. This is the part I didn't read in Isaiah 13. So this Isaiah 13. I'm gonna start up at verse 3. I have to. Verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. They come.
That's the Lord gathering these troops. You know, he's getting their militaries prepared. That's what for the past decade it's been nonstop military drills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the Lord got them practicing for the war of Armageddon, man.
That's right. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. That was the point.
I got a quick read. It's Malachi 4 at the top. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, it's more wicked. It's more wicked individuals than righteous individuals. That's a whole lot of death. But the Lord got planned for the sinners.
Burn out the oven, man. It's gonna be a hot ass day. You hear Jake talk about, man, it's gonna be a hot summer. It's gonna be literally like you ain't really seen real heat yet, man.
Hot boy,
Hot girl summer and shit.
Yeah, it's like what Jake said. Jake said, I got that heat on me.
Yeah.
God, the most high got the heat on him, man. He got the heat already.
Yeah, man. That's why was that David? He said, man, take me not out with thy hot displeasure. A hot displeasure.
Yeah.
You know, when you see some real damage, just wait till the day the Lord shows up. Man. You know?
So Isaiah 34. Did you read this? All right, this is Isaiah 34, and I'm gonna start here at
Start at the top.
Yeah, come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people.
See, you see how angry the people are with this situation that, you know, it's like the fire is just, it's constantly being kindled. And the more Esau does some shit, the more the police do some shit. They're just keeping more coals on the fire. Well, just imagine how much a fire of the Lord's anger is being kindled, man.
Yeah, because it's not just this captivity. You know, it's the previous ones as well. And the Lord is going to release all that anger, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the fire of his wrath, man. It's pent up. You know? And it's really, it's thousands of years of work. Even though to him it's just a few days. But hey, just imagine you just sitting back and for a few days, so much shit can happen, man. That literally pisses you off. The Lord is, it says that he's slow to anger, but he's great in power. So when he finally releases his anger, just imagine how great that is, man.
His heart shall be fell for fear.
Yeah. He said, the day of vengeance burneth in my heart.
Yeah.
These people don't know, man. Hey, y'all think y'all angry right now. We're talking about some fuck 12, you know, fuck Trump and fuck the police and bumping NWA, man. Y'all, that's not that, man. Esau is sitting back like y'all niggas just, you know, y'all woofing, man. Y'all using this opportunity to go and get free shit that y'all know y'all wouldn't be able to get because y'all ain't got no job right now.
Yeah.
You know, but if everything was to go back to normal, you niggas will shut the fuck up and go back to being slaves like you've been.
That's all you gotta do up the country now. You gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
Jake would go back to work and sit there.
Y'all not angry enough. Y'all don't have the anger of the Most High in you, man. That's why eventually, when we get in the kingdom, the Lord's gonna put his anger into Jacob. Really, actually, it's gonna be before that. Because when the race riots happen here, which, you know, we in the beginning stages of it now, but once it intensifies, the Lord's gonna finally put that fiery anger into Jacob to finally just not have mercy anymore, man. That Nat Turner spirit.
That's that Ezekiel 25:12.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a chase road.
Yep.
The Lord's gonna what he said, Zechariah the 9th chapter, where he gonna bend the bull and Judah and fill it with evil. You know? Yeah, man.
That's in no time where we can be persecuted by man on earth for that. This the Lord get that type of power, Esau ain't gonna be able to stand up against that. It's gonna be too late for all that.
Yeah,
This is when his utter chaos is gonna be happening.
It says, yea, ye people, let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth out of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, so that's why he's gathering them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. The Lord, he finna get he's finna run down the middle like they do on wrestling. And hop and climb into the octagon and shit. And
Ultimate Warrior.
And he gonna enter in and he finna take all their ass out, man. Con. You know? He gonna end the whole entire fight. That's when the Lord is gonna proclaim his authority on earth. You know, as the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, man. You know? Yeah, Job, yeah.
Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall cast fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Hey, because Esau, like, because we're entering into this new world order. Esau's gonna get to a certain point where, you know, he thinks everything is already finalized, everybody's gonna comply, and he thinks that he's just gonna sit back and just rule the world in wickedness. That's when the Lord's gonna pop up on him, right? You know, he's gonna live out his new world order for a millisecond. It's gonna be very, very minute. That's why it says in that same chapter, know ye not that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You're gonna reach your excellency just for a very little millisecond, man, before the Lord actually bring your ass down, man. All right, that's what that's going into, man. You're not gonna be able to ultimately be successful with your enterprise. He's gonna offset that. Okay, things are gonna start going wrong for you, and then out of nowhere, here come the so-called alien invasion. You know,
Space Force, he was prepping for it.
yeah, which you know, you was prepping for it. You know, you had George, Daddy Bush, who spoke about it. You had Nixon that spoke about it. They were all concerned about there possibly being an extraterrestrial force out there. It's like your Reagan. No, Nixon talked about it too. Either it was Nixon or Carter.
Yeah.
I think it was Carter.
But I know Reagan's.
Yeah, but Reagan spoke about it. I'm getting them mixed up because Daddy Bush talked about a new world order.
All them Edomites look the same, bro.
Yeah, they got this on Netflix called Space Force. I didn't watch it, but it's like they're making fun of the Space Force. You know?
Yeah, especially if you see what the chariots have the capabilities to do.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you can't even shoot a chariot.
Hell no.
Who's reading?
Job 20.
Because it said that he's gonna rain it upon them while they're eating, right? That's talking about when the Lord comes back and destroy this place, and also when the missiles come raining down.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody get Psalms 11:6 real quick, and then we'll go back to it. You're gonna have the rich that's not gonna make it out of Babylon, but the ones, the super rich that's gonna be hiding those bunkers, they're gonna be reserved. You know.
It's Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked, he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
Yep. So he gonna rain it upon their ass while they eat, man. While they think they're gonna try to get cozy and enjoy their so-called new world order, man.
like they've been cooking up the meal, preparing the meal all day,
Man.
right when they about to eat.
I mean, the scripture talk about in Psalm 64, we read it earlier. You know, they had so many secret councils, how they can, you know, structure everything together, carry out so many diligent searches, man. You know, they had a lot on their agenda, man. They had to cause a lot of death and bloodshed. They had to spend so much money, you know, a lot of resources to make these things happen.
All right.
You know, they've had to do a lot, man. They labor from their youth. And everything that they labor for all these hundreds of years, the Most High is gonna, he's gonna destroy it, man. He's gonna dismantle this whole thing. Go ahead.
That was it.
Yeah.
In Psalm 7 and 15, he made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
Yep. All that violence that he caused in the earth, like it tells us in Psalms 58, he waved the violence of the earth in his hands or something like that. You know, so his violence, his ill doings is going to come back on him. You know, especially the violence that he brought against the children of Israel.
Yeah, there's Psalms 58 at the top. It says, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of the hands in the earth."
It's like I worded it wrong. You weigh the violence of your hand in the earth. Meaning everywhere you set your hand to in the earth, there's always commotion, violence, you know, war. Civilians being harmed and taken from their families, man. You know, that's why you're the hammer of the earth. You're a violent man, and hey, the Lord said He hates a violent man. Is that Psalms 11, if I'm not mistaken? There's so many scriptures to prove that the Heavenly Father hates the so-called white man. And if the Heavenly Father hates him, why don't you simple Negroes hate him? That's why the Lord's gonna destroy you. You know? Really, because you don't hate the white man, you're the enemy of the Most High. Because that means you're in league with this devil, man. Look at all the shit he's doing. You down with what this devil is doing in the planet? Hey, this devil's getting exposed on a daily basis. Anonymous just popped back up, and he released Jeff Epstein's black book. All his contacts and all the people that was on that flight log of Jeff Epstein, all these celebrities and Hollywood entertainers is on this devil's contact list, man. And Donald Trump is in that list. And there's footage of him kicking it and hanging out with that pedophile, man.
That's the people that
He released the documents today. It's coming out, man. This shit is popping off for real. We might, this might be the year, man. You know, this shit is just, it's moving quickly.
I said it right here.
But this is, the Lord hates these people, man. And you got our people that's carried away with his vibration. That's why, amongst that list, you got wicked niggas. Hey, Will Smith is in that list. Fucking that dyke, what's her name? That comedian.
Ellen.
Wanda Sykes. She's on that list. Naomi Campbell is on that list. You know? Beyonce is and Jay is on that list. Why this devil got day contact? Oprah.
You remember
Yeah, they got a yeah, it's new. It just came out this week. Yeah.
Psalm 140 at the top. It says, "Redeem, O Lord Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered for war."
Violent people, and they're constantly at war, whether it be, they're waging a physical war and trying to, take another land that don't belong to them and take their resources, or even on a spiritual level, they wage war, man. Psychological war. All these psychological operations is part of that psychological war that he wages, man. They always gather for war, man. This is an evil man. The scriptures gave us the blueprint on how this man would operate, his nature. It says that he's a fornicator and a profane man. Okay, so it makes perfect sense why they would have these pedophile rings all over the planet. Because they're fornicators, they're profane, they're base men, and that man is actually ruling over you. And you wonder why the Lord hates him. So if you don't hate this man, hey man, may the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai destroy you, man.
Right. You're on his side.
You on his side. Hey, you might as well just worship the image of the beast, man. Just go on and worship. Just go all out, man. Worship this man and take his chip, man.
Yep.
Take the reward that comes with that.
Don't be yelling fuck 12 and Black Lives Matter and fuck white supremacy, but then you still for this man's sister.
Yeah.
You want justice in his system. There ain't no justice.
Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." And so basically, for our people that follow Esau, but it also goes for Esau. He's sowing this, to himself destruction. He's going to reap destruction to himself, as per Ezekiel 35th chapter. Because he had not hated blood, pursued blood, blood shall pursue him. Okay? And if you're with that, then he's going to pursue you as well. Hand to hand, so that going
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in their power. It is in the power of their hand. So they can't go to sleep without doing some violence.
Yeah, these children that they've been molesting and sacrificing, man.
Yeah.
There's violence against the children.
And guess who's children? Isn't there a phrase? The farmer purist, form of magic, made this 8-year-old black boy? Something like that?
That's highly, that's satanic, man.
That's your people.
That's we say.
Some people.
Yeah, knowing that, Esau is the left hand, the wicked of the earth. As we pray unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man, Esau prays to demons, man.
Yep.
He really prays to put more demons in the earth, man. Now I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. Yeah, that's true.
They worship Satan, bro.
Yeah, and the one Jake, the documentary, Ron Jake that was doing it. I think his name, he might.
He literally said he would pray more spirits, dark spirits, to come into the earth and to kill people, to come on himself and to be pushed out of the different places he went. So he like going to clubs to find people.
Those Bohemian Groves where they, pray to Molech and all that shit. Sacrifice babies.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go harm. This time is evil.
Yeah, man. So that's why the Lord, he got it out for these devils. You know, he got it out for them. But right now, he's just allowing it. He's got the Lord is being the ultimate supplanter right now. The Lord is supplanting Esau right now. As he's letting this devil get his head swelled up, you know, big. You know, the product the product of his heart deceive himself. And then once he gets to that certain pinnacle of his kingdom, of what he wants to have established, that's when the Lord's gonna throw that monkey wrench, man. Okay? He's constantly getting exposed right before he gets destroyed. You know? That's all that's to it, man. Anybody voting? Okay, yeah. Using Isaiah 34. Go back to it.
Isaiah 34:2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. And the mountains shall be melted with blood, with their blood. All the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down.
You can read this in Revelation. Heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll. Okay? For all you preterists out there who say everything that was written in the Old Testament was already fulfilled, but why was John the Revelator, why did he quote this? Why did he quote this same prophecy that Isaiah prophesied of aforetime?
We've seen that same vision.
Because of, because that hadn't took place. It's still a future prophecy.
Even today.
Go ahead.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as
It says they what?
and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine.
That's their armies. That's their military, the space force. Okay, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be that war in heaven, right? In the angels versus the devil and his angels. Man. Any of that outside activity, the Lord's coming to confront. Okay. Hey, that's just like when you have a successful spot that you run, you're gonna try to make sure you're gonna have somebody on the outside guarding and protecting you. So security. So those angels that's gonna be out there, they're gonna be trying to act as security on behalf of Babylon. They're gonna be trying to act as security on behalf of these other countries, man. Yeah, hey, NATO. Destroyed, he gonna deliver his elect that are held captive in that premise.
As the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of
It said it's gonna bathe in heaven. Meaning what? It's talking about how somebody look up that word bathe. Bathe.
That with an E?
Yeah.
Kind.
Somebody look it up in the letter.
I believe that's like immersed.
Meaning like when you soak something.
You're completely engulfed in it.
Ezekiel 34.
34 and
Isaiah 34.
Isaiah Slaki.
Somebody get that word. Yeah, bathe.
Here, I got it.
It says Hebrew word is Rawa, H7301. It says to be situated, saturated, have drink one's fill, to be drunk, be intoxicated, to drench, yeah, water abundantly saturate.
So basically what that's saying is that the blood of the people is going to be saturated in the Lord's judgment. That's what that's going into, man. The Lord talked about a winepress, didn't he? They talked about how he's going to come back like a garment rolled in blood, soaked in blood. You know?
Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? This that is glorious.
The reason why it died is because it's completely saturated. It's not that the right was white previous to this, right? But it looks red because it's completely saturated with the blood of the enemies.
Which, you know, this is the Lord speaking parabolic.
Right.
This is not saying that Yahweh Shah is going to come back in the ship and his garment is just going to be bloody.
Right.
No, it's indicative of the amount of destruction that he's going to bring on the earth on that day.
Bloodshed, yeah.
It's bloodshed, man. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed on that thing, man. You know? These Christians expecting a white man to appear out of the sky.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, you know. Like he's going to come, you know, how they always have the
Open
picture of him
arms.
with his arms open. Like everybody come to me, you know.
And he wear the gathering everybody.
Man, the Lord, he gonna come back an angry, super dark skinned John Amos countenance looking so-called black man with a beard on his face, with woolly hair, man. That's the Lord, man. He's coming back with that true anger, man. You think you seen a black man angry? You ain't seen the Lord yet, man. Go ahead, bro.
Who is that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his
He's
apparel.
coming specifically for Edom. Showing you that Esau is the prime target of the Most High's indignation. Right? He can't wait to dethrone these devils, man.
He said, the neighbor to the Israelites that was not promised future mercy and future judgment. No mercy on this dude. Most High not going to have mercy on this guy.
With thy garments from Basra, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yeah, Yahweh Shah is going to come back and save the remnant of Israel. Okay, he's coming back to save. He's also coming back to deliver judgment, man.
No problem, thank you.
And the Lord is going to be multitasking on the day he returns. Right? He's going to be looking out for his men and women and children that he's going to protect so they can be saved. And he's also going to be destroying the wicked. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou redder than apparel?
Man,
And
red and I apparel. You know what's beautiful about that? When you go back to Esau's birth and how he was described, that was spiritual. That was a sign, man. He was red all over like a hairy garment. That was synonymous to his destruction, man. It's not just his physical appearance. That was also spiritual.
Same way he came in, the same way he going out.
Huh? You know?
I got precept.
Yep, and then we're going to go back to Isaiah 30.
Anybody bring out Revelation 14 and 17? Revelation 14 and 17. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire.
Hey, and a sickle is a threshing instrument. You use it to reap and separate. You know, and the Lord told you in His parable He's going to come back and He's going to gather His sheep onto His right hand, and He's going to gather all the goats. You know, He will gather all the goats and put them in on the left hand, and they're going to be left for the fire, man.
Yep.
And what's beautiful? Have y'all ever looked up that word seer or sha'ar? Somebody go to Leviticus 17 and 7, and then on the blue letter look up the word hairy. That's how Esau was described. He was described as hairy, right? Like even when was it Isaac? He described Esau as being hairy. That's why Jacob had to wear that Leviticus 17. Now he wasn't born hairy, but he is a hairy man. But they use that hairy analogy because back in the ancient world, when they would dye garments, the garments would be made of fur. It usually be from ram skin or goat skin.
Some light color that would take.
The word hairy. Yeah, read that verse and then look up devils.
It's Leviticus 17 and 7.
So I want it's something in there that I want to show, man. Which I'm pretty sure brothers might know it, but you're gonna see that Esau, his everything that describes him, it points to him being the devil.
It's Leviticus 17 and 7. And they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring. This shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations.
So look up that word devils.
Yeah, this is our devil Sair,
Sa'ir,
Sair.
which is sha'ar.
All right, it says hairy, a he goat, a buck.
A goat.
Yeah.
A he goat.
Even the ego, yeah.
So what is the Lord going to do with the goats on his left hand? He's going to cast out the devil and his angels. All right? The devil, he had it prepared for, the lake of fire that's prepared for the devil and his angels. The goat. Hey, let's link it together. Now let somebody get Joel 3, where it says they were sold into the Grecian, and then Amos 1, showing you that Esau is a goat.
It says devil, a goat, hairy, kid, brother, etc.
So you see all those definitions, man, how that ties into Esau? You know? And what is the capital of Edom? Mount Seir. Which means Seir, Sha'ar, which means hairy.
Is that Basra?
No, Salakia. Yeah, Basra. But Mount Seir was, that was his part of his inhabitants.
Yep. Kind.
You know?
I got that Joel chapter 3, verse 6. But the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians,
To the Grecians.
that ye might remove them far from their borders.
And who are the Grecians? Now the original Grecians were the sons of Japheth.
Yeah.
All right, was it your one?
Yep. Javin. Yeah.
But they got pushed out in the ancient world. So who inhabited that land and started calling themselves Greeks? Edom, starting with Alexander the Great.
Because he would be a Macedonian,
Yeah.
but they changed, called themselves Grecians.
God. So let's go to Amos 1 to tie it together. Amos 1 in like
11? No.
This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 9. Thus saith the Lord.
Start at it talks about 6. Start at 6.
Amos 1 verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of gossip, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom.
Sold us to the Edomites. Right? Now, in this chapter, he calls out gossip, which those are the Arabs.
Yeah.
They sold us into slavery.
Yeah.
In Joel, the 3rd chapter, he said, "Whether will you render to me a recompense, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?" Palestine is the Arabs, Ishmael.
And you go back to Genesis, they were the ones that bought Joseph.
Yeah.
Because they were, Apostle went into it one time, they were really the heavy slave traders.
Yeah, they were the original.
Yeah, original.
Traffickers. That's how we got. That's how Joseph got into Egypt. So during the transatlantic slave trade, they did it again. They sold us into the modern day Egyptian, which back then, he was what the Spanish, the Portuguese, French, English, British. That's what they did, man. So that's how you know that this is talking about the Edomites. The Grecians are the Edomites. Finish that.
Because they had carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. But I will send a fire on the wall of gossip, which shall devour the palaces thereof. And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon. And I will turn mine hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, saith the Lord power.
You guys put on your fill in? No?
So like, is it Ashdod like in Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So-called Jews over there.
What do you say?
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus,
Feel me?
and for 4 I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom.
Yeah, those talking about them Hamites. They also sold us into the hand of Esau. Notice how those two nations have been to be prophesied against for selling the Israelites to Edom. Tyre and Zidon and Palestine, Gaza, that's Hamites and Ishmaelites.
You see them
And that happened in history.
Yeah, that's the same nations in Psalm 3rd chapter as well.
They are showing you that there are our enemies, man.
Ishmael, and it says Tyre.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
Because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast
And he pursued us with the sword every captivity. It doesn't matter what point in time in history we go back. Esau is right there putting hell on us. Like Anywhere we go in history, Esau is trying to take us out, man. He has to get some type of get back. You know, he has to fulfill his vengeance. He did it every time, man. And hey, and we're living out the end of that time, and he still, you know, is trying to pursue us with the sword. You know, hey, Trump sent out the sword against you.
Yeah.
Just for looting.
Yep. Rolled it up and signed it out. Now they're showing up to the cities.
Yeah. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. You know, and people are literally getting plucked out there, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Right now
they're
starting
man.
with the rubber bullets, but them shits is doing damage. Man.
Yeah.
And they're not just shooting to neutralize a shot. They ain't hitting you in the kneecap or nothing. They getting headshots, man. They aiming straight for your head. They taking your eyes out, man.
Shooting 5 feet and up, man.
Yeah, they still trying to get kill shots from rubber bullets.
Real talk.
So one day somebody gonna put the wrong clip in.
Yeah.
I thought it was my taser and shit. You know, put a real bullet in.
Yeah. Get Oscar Grant.
Yep.
That was it.
That was
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And this
it did cast off pity. You know? Did not cast any pity. Meaning when you don't have compassion. When you don't have compassion, that means you in the spirit of showing no mercy. You know, Esau is gonna continue to keep his foot on your neck, man. That motherfucker wants to show no mercy to you, man. Hey, he's so unmerciful that when he commits a crime against you, he turned himself into the victim.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit about your life, man.
Well, like they did with that Edomite that shot up that place over in Australia.
Yeah.
Remember they said that.
Wrote that little.
What is it called? Angelic child or some shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, Trump said about those protesters in Michigan. He said that these were good American people.
Oh, he said very good people.
He said these are very good people. So when it came to y'all got the same level of anger that Esau have, because Esau he didn't get what he wanted.
Yeah, Esau just want to get out the house.
Right. He's want to get out the house, and that's
Jacob's protesting as we being killed.
we getting killed, and y'all getting away with it.
Yeah.
So when Jake become reactionary to it, oh, we gotta stop those thugs, man. You thugs are dishonoring.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, and I really want to say this, and I don't really have a platform to reason to say it this way, but prime example for what you said, bro. Jake ain't rioting over George Floyd.
Hell no. It been stopped being about that dude.
But it's been stopped being about all these guys, man. At this point, it wasn't about a minority. These are just actual names and faces.
Right.
But it's about the fact that you are killing. This I've got a phrase in the terms that y'all know, unarmed black people, or people, or whatever you want to call them. It's coming at us. That's the point that it's at, and Hispanics too, because they're getting killed the same way. And natives, they're being killed the same way.
We always say Northern Kingdom just don't get the media coverage, man.
Yep.
That's it.
They want the face to be
Jake,
black.
Southern Kingdom, man.
Yep.
Hey, being that Judah is the head tribe, but still, man, the
Northern gotta get the spotlight.
Yeah, Northern Kingdom is still getting killed every day. It's just like Judah, man. Every day.
I looked up that word thug.
Yeah.
It says a brutal ruffian or assassin, gangster
Or
tough.
assassin.
Damn, that's Esau, bro.
His name is Esau.
That's Esau.
But I got something for the synonyms. It says bully, gangbanger, gangster, goon, gorilla, gangster.
That's these law enforcement.
Yeah.
You got
That's a
footage.
gang.
You got footage of some of these you got footage of protesters putting these law enforcement, these militarized police in riot gear, they're actually putting the cameras on them while they throw up white power. The white
Oh
power.
yeah.
They throw up the
It's like
power one, but they throw it up like this.
Yeah.
And that 3 is it stands for white, and then the circle represents the P for white power.
A cop did that in New York,
Yeah.
and there was some Edomites, like white supremacists at a rally. They were just lined up, like, what are y'all here for?
Yeah, man, them the biggest gangbangers on the planet Earth. Hey, Esau taught you how to gangbang. Y'all learned that shit from him. The original gangs here in the United States started with the Italians and the so-called Jew, man.
Yeah.
They taught you niggas how to gang.
That movie,
Mobs and shit.
that movie, Gangs of New
Gangs
York.
in New York, yeah.
And it show you the hypocrisy of Esau. You had the mob, right? They got a mob museum right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's all right when but they ain't gonna have no Crip and Blood museum.
Right.
You know, it's all right when Esau. He said it's hypocrisy.
I got some more. It said history and etymology on the word thug. It goes to Hindi or Urdu word thag. Literally means thief.
Now, I don't know if you saw that,
Hey, that's the definition of a thug. Hey, somebody had to show me the definition of a thug nigga. But hey, this scripture is about to pull the definition of a thug nigga. And Esau is the biggest thug nigga out there.
remember this guy from X Ministries?
Yeah.
He did a series of videos called True Rap Hip Hop, Music Industry, or whatever. Well, when he broke down where that thug comes from, they said they were people that it was so cold when I first saw this shit. So they were people that would hide out in some, I forgot where they was at. But they
I
would
got
hide out.
it. It's right here. I got the etymology for it. A thug is
There's the word of you.
it's about talking about those Indians that strangled the victims.
Thuggies.
Thuggies, yeah.
But hold on.
They were worshiping the goddess, what was her name?
Shiva.
Shiva or something like
Yeah.
that.
They would hide behind that when people would come to worship and bring gifts. They jump out and steal them,
Yeah.
and then they hide them in their mouths. Jewels in their mouths. Who the fuck were those? When they start talking about this, when I feel like, oh, 06, 07, when I first heard this, I'm like, oh my God, this is our fucking people. This is literally what our people have been labeled and begin to bring that image onto us. But who taught them how to do this?
Only niggas can teach niggas, bro.
Hey,
John,
a nigga is Esau's creation. You created it. You created niggas.
He showed us the bottle of
They show they hate. They show how much they hate Jake when you designed Jake. You programmed him in slavery. What he became is what you put into him. So I guess you hate your reflection. You're being shown that you're the ultimate nigga, man.
Pac used to say that
You're
in his early movies. I am the
hey,
I am
the hate you gave, the hate you gave.
the hate you gave. Yeah.
You
And
know?
ain't that a movie now?
Huh.
About
That was based off of Tupac's, I think it was a poem or something he did.
You got this.
It was a
John
movie.
Cena.
though.
A nigga is what Esau made, man. You created these thug niggas, man. Because you're the ultimate thug nigga, man. You know? Go ahead.
John 10 and 10, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
That's a thug, right? That's the definition of a thug nigga. Right there, man. Esau, that's been his track record. That's his history. Esau brag about it too.
Yeah.
I know y'all saw that video when I put
Come
up.
on, bro.
He said we did it the best.
Like, damn.
Yeah, it was slavery
That
and
was the one with
Charles Barkley. Yeah, other nations enslaved people and rob people and
Like,
kill
yeah, but we
people,
did it the
but we
best.
did it the best. Yeah, you're
ain't
right.
lying,
You did do it the best, man. Yeah, because you're the perfect devil. That's why, man. You know?
John 10 and 10, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
That's
Secret 35, I'm gonna start up at the top. I just start at the top. Secret 35, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and never said unto in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
And Con, because you spoke, I believe you said earlier, friends, about that part where our iniquity has end. Basically, when he was supposed to, let us go, man. But instead, but instead, what he wrote, hey, till today, man. Till today, look, Jake is still marching. They same shit we was doing hundreds of thousands of years ago. We're still doing it, man. Hey, so Jake don't understand it ain't nothing about to change until the Most High comes back and destroys this building. Because they're not going to beat Esau with his weapon. They're not about to outshoot this nigga, man. He don't need to be in front of you to kill you. He's done it with the food, doing it with the air, the water. He's already destroyed your home. He got drones. He got guns that don't need bullets. You're not gonna win unless the Heavenly Father comes back, hey, and you're one of his.
Hey, but you pawn level like 2/3, man. Y'all gotta go fight that.
Yeah, Con, y'all gotta play y'all role.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Lord's gonna put that spirit in you, man.
Yeah.
That whole, let's, join, let's get along spirit. Let's join with them. Let's, let's look for peace. That shit is out the window, man. You already got Jake's going in LA right now. They going into Santa Monica and those areas now.
I just look at something just now.
They going over there fucking up shit.
They just looted a Amazon truck in Santa Monica.
Oh, y'all busy?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
y'all know.
I believe Jersey. She gonna take it real quick.
All right, well.
I'm one of the 12, I promise. I promise, I know what y'all talking about.
Come on, man. I love y'all.
Jake,
I swear. A lot of times.
Picture with the puppets, huh?
Okay? Hey, thank y'all.
Y'all know y'all Israelites then.
Absolutely.
All right. Ephraim?
Ephraim,
Okay.
I'm with y'all.
All right, now.
All right, man. Stay safe out here.
I got 2 guns. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Hey. Whatever,
Man, the Lord said he's gonna give us pain.
Hey, they happy to see us,
Hey, you can't be mad at our own people happy to see us.
They better wisen up, though.
Hey, they can't.
You want to take a picture with the prophets, you might want to actually follow it.
Inquire.
To the prophets. Inquire of the prophets, man. Not just
Like, hey, nigga, you took a picture with him, right?
Yeah.
Like, you was right
Hey, the
there.
Lord had us do that so they can. you already what you just said.
Like, man, I put it on your mind to go up there and talk to him. And your stupid ass just want to take a picture. You wondering why I killed you.
Yeah. Read a little more, man. It's back in Ezekiel 35, verse 6, it says, blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
It's gonna be a chase roll, man. All that bloodshed you shed over the years is now finna come back on you. Now Jake is turned up.
That lion is
It's starting to get roused up.
Poked.
Most eyes rousing up Judah, man.
Keep poking that lion, man.
And they beat the shit out of that Edomite in Dallas.
They said he was in
They
a.
beat his ass. He tried to come out with a sword. They beat his ass into a pencil, man.
Hey, they said that motherfucker was in a coma. They said he came out of a coma, and he put some. I just read he put some post on Twitter or whatever, talking about it was stupid for me, chalkistic too. So
His wrist was,
Everything was fucked up, bro. Every angle of everybody was freaking.
Jake stoned the shit out of his ass.
oh man,
That was the one.
That was like an ancient world stone.
yeah.
He just said
That was the end of all them beats and all that other
he
shit.
fell into a president. Jake is getting turned on you Edomites, man. That blood is gonna pursue you.
Yeah, this First Thessalonians 1:6, like 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Because that's exactly what the Most High, He's going to do. Hey, we can even go to the book of Revelation 3 and 9 through 10, man, where it says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that yeah, is the patience and the faith of the saints."
Back in 35, it says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. They fall that are slain with the sword." So that doesn't sound like he's very happy with Mount Seir and those that inhabit Mount Seir.
And you gotta explain. I ain't talking about
Nah, it ain't the
ancient
place.
Mount Seir. It's
I'm
talking about
the people.
God.
Yep.
Psalms chapter 74, and I'll start at verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the
This is
Lord,
what I'm trying to say. And this is him putting down Esau right now. He's taking Esau out of power, any other nations that have any kind of power. He's taking all that down. He's going to destroy you guys.
He's gonna put up Jacob.
Yep.
Take it.
Yeah, Earth shit.
That's a prototype.
Oh yeah.
That's a vehicle that's gonna come out next year.
It's like a
another 2 years.
spy vehicle or something. I think they call it. They test drive them across the country and shit.
verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dragster drink them.
Yeah, that's the cup of the Lord's Fury. Pass it around and make them all chug it down. You know? The dregs, man, the most bitter part. That's going to be that hell that he's going to get. The Lord's going to put all the curses on his ass pursuant to Deuteronomy 30.
Yep.
You know? A nigger. You know? To have their own women not desire them. You know?
And we feel it.
Yeah. Your woman ain't gonna respect. She don't respect you now, and you in power.
Yeah.
How much more in the kingdom? You're gonna drink every bit of it, man. You're gonna go through what we had to go through for 1,000 years, man.
It's Isaiah 34:6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, kidneys and rams.
Yeah,
And
kidneys
it said
and
goats.
Yeah, lambs and goats.
And goats.
Go back to that sacrifice we talked about.
Yeah. And Esau, so he is gonna get sacrificed, man. And he likes to do a lot of sacrificing. So he gonna become a sacrifice.
Since you have pursued blood shall pursue thee.
Yep.
It says, for the Lord hath a great sacrifice in Basra, in and the great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made with fatness. It's like their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
So hey, that's the day that the Lord, you know, he can't wait to come. The day of his vengeance, man. Hey, and that's the gospel. That's good news to us.
If I could add to
Because that day of vengeance is spoken of in the gospel. When you read Isaiah 61, it goes into the gospel. And that's part of the gospel, man. You know, that's why the Lord told us not to avenge ourselves, man. The vengeance is his, thus saith the Lord. He will repay, man. That's why it's wicked now if you try to devil out. Which 2/3 is they're set up for that purpose. They're gonna go against that and they're gonna just fight, man.
Yeah, Jake said he knew he was an Israelite. He said, I got 2 guns.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, he got no breath of life.
He's just a bone walker.
Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? If you say you're an Israelite, that don't mean nothing. You know, you're not gonna be saved
name the hell
off
from
that, you know?
Walking corpse.
No.
Oh yeah, it's like 9. It says, "In the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch."
That's what this place is gonna become. It's gonna be burnt up. Like I said, it's gonna look like a damn ashtray. You know, of a nigga that been smoking for so many years, and he ain't never put that ashtray out. You know, he never replaced the ashtray. It's buds in an ashtray for years. That's what this place is gonna be like, man. You know, it's gonna be inhabited by just desert creatures. Let's get ready to tell you.
And was it the Babylon, the great horse, the one she got the cigarette there.
Man.
Who hit this?
Give me a lighter.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant, which is a bird, it says, and the bittern, which is also a bird, shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And
that's going into Revelation 18. That's become the habitations of every hateful bird, cage of every habitation of devils. You know.
I got it. If you want me to just read it real quick.
Yeah, it's precept right to it.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's it. That's the aftermath of this place, man. You know?
And what's beautiful about it, the next verse, talking about what's going to make it that way. It says, come up out of her. We're going to beam up the elect. Rescue the elect out of her.
it says, and it shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness.
Yep.
They shall call the nobles thereof to
Hey, it's going to be, when America gets destroyed, you ain't going to even know at what point a state started and ended. It's going to be no boundaries, no borders,
No landmark.
no landmark. It's just going to be it's going to be flat. You know, there's going to be no monument left. No, because you know in these post-apocalyptic movies,
And they still kind of
they still have like buildings that's kind of like
it's still like in the Planet 8, they had it halfway in the sand. And
Highway
what
Yeah.
was that? Was it the day after tomorrow or the shit or Oblivion or whatever they had? Like one of those was
Statue of Liberty.
They had Statue of Liberty. They had them
Buildings that was destroyed,
What's
but
that
it was
one,
still.
Empire State Building half underground. And
The
shit?
one Resident Evil. I think Extinction. They still had the Vegas Strip.
They always leave like buildings and shit left.
But really, we spiritually know that that's the reference to this place. It's not that this place will be like that, it's a reference. But then they have life over there too, which is bullshit. This is going to get completely wiped out.
All the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be a habitation of dragons and a court for owls.
Desert creatures.
Yeah, like dragons, like what you got, Komodo dragons, you got bearded dragons, lizards. It says the wild.
That's the only thing that's going to be inhabited in this place. You know, no humans. You can finish it out if we can close out.
This is 14. The wild beast of the desert shall all beast of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest and lay and hatch, and gather everyone with her mate.
It's going to be filled with just fowls and desert, wild desert.
Yeah, going back, I just looked up the melting point of like steel. That's where they, the foundation, how they build these buildings, is 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. And what's a nuclear missile degrees?
Celsius.
180 million degrees Fahrenheit. Let's look that up.
This was a Fahrenheit still?
Yeah, that means it's gonna melt everything. It ain't gonna be no halfway building, still standing. Everything's gonna be melted.
Yeah, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And that's
Man.
Flesh and skin, bones. Still the
that's why I wouldn't.
Instant cremation.
Going back to what we were going into last week, I wouldn't have that attitude of, hey, well, I'm getting the kingdom anyway.
Right.
Well, the Lord will preserve your ass to that, man.
Right.
And that was it. That was it. So with that, we're gonna close. We'll give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
How by Shimmy Awashai, by Shimmer Kakudash.
That honors to the elder apostles. A great millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. We're gonna say Shalom wa Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.